Hello everyone and welcome back to the Daily Reddit Cheating Stories podcast. Every day, I bring you the best topics about cheating partners. I spend a lot of time choosing and editing the posts, so you can better enjoy them. So please help me grow this channel by commenting and sharing this video. In the next videos, I'll choose from the best comments and give you a special shoutout. Also make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. And now assuming you did all that, let's go for the first topic from Glyden_V36.
And now before going any further with the video, make sure to click the link in the description to discover the key to winning a man's love, attention, and total devotion for life.
I feel like I'm broken, and it's mostly because of my past. So back in high school, I got really strong feelings for this one girl. Like, could have dated her and stuff, but it's high school. Anyway, I liked her lots and she always flirted back. And one day, after I offered to come over, she said no. I found out she was having sex with one of my buddies. Bummer. Oh well, I ripped off that band-aid and kept going. I had a few other girlfriends throughout high school. And I did cheat on the first GF on a few occasions. I'm not going to lie. But the next GF I moved past that. And after that I graduated, had all the end of school fun. Then about a month into summer I wake up to my mother scream crying. I just threw on a set of shorts and scrolled Insta. Then I could hear my mom screaming my name. She makes my dad tell me he's been cheating on my mom for the past few months, and he wanted a divorce so he could move off and start a new life with her. Out of shock, I just smiled and told them I had to meet someone, so I was going there. I just drove straight to my friend's and didn't leave his house until 5 a.m. After that, when I went to get enrolled for college, a girl who has been a longtime friend makes a move and tells me she likes me a lot and loves spending days with me. So I flat out told her, I can't date anyone long distance for college. So she says that's fine since it's a short course. Fast forward to late August, she is pressuring me hard to date. I already knew her whole family and honestly had fallen head over heels in love with her. I never raised my voice. If she said no there was no question, I was completely in love. When I was away in college it was hard, but we made it. I rejected the one drunk girl who tried to flirt with me at a party during my entire year, and that was my last party. During the last 2 months of my course, she starts acting really strange. And at this point I had no friends other than one good buddy. But everyone from home seemed to forget me. So I only really had deep conversations with her, and she knew everything about me and my past. Not long after my birthday she texts me randomly during a nap, and says, if anyone tells you I'm cheating on you, don't worry I'm not, it's a dumb rumor. Turns out, one of my best friends picks her up every day she has this nap, so they can drive around and chill. One night, she randomly calls me and says she wants a breakup. We talked for an hour and I said, if that's really what you want, then that's fine. A half hour later, she calls back crying, saying she made a mistake and wants to get back together. So of course I say yes. 2 weeks later, same thing after she basically ghosted me for the 2 weeks. So honestly, with my anxiety and being locked in my room for March break dealing with this, I attempted to hang myself. I failed and told one of my friends from home, who called police in my area. I got sent home back with my family and failed my course. When we start the drive home, my GF said she wants a break. So I ask if we can talk more when I'm home, she says yes. When I get there, I hop in my car to go see her. And I have to go to a friend's house to have this talk. All my friends' cars are there, and they are having a bonfire. She hops in my car and tells me right away it's over for good. I just ask her the question of what happened. And she says she kinda lost feelings a week in, but loved me. Then lost feelings again 2 months in and basically could not give a straight answer. So I just asked what do you want to be moving forward? She asked if we could stay friends afterward? If that was fine with me since she wanted me in her life still. I said yes, of course, and we hugged it out. She left the car and I went to drive around and seen a few friends parked together. So I went to talk with them, and they tell me everything that was going on home. They used to both randomly sneak out and drive away for a while the rest of our friends were where we meet. They would come back after a bit and try to pretend they never left. Then just said they separately went for a drive. And they were always together or side by side. And honestly after that everything I've kinda been traumatized and never can commit to anyone. Plus, that ex's random mind games are always going on. Like with my GF after her at a party she tried to be best friends with my new GF, saying, you're going to love him, he's amazing. With my friend and her BF right there trying to get her to leave. After that, never heard from her. Was parked with friends talking, and she pulls up and parks and basically constantly tries to make eye contact with me. Even sitting in weird spots and hopping in someone else's car closer to me. Then a different day she pulls in and tries to joke around with me, a year later. I just ignored. After that, at a car show, she walked up behind me to our group and got everyone's attention and gave me a look. And now, 2 years later, her BF, my old friend, still stalks all my accounts. They moved away, so there's not much drama, but I don't really know if I have gotten over her. I mean, if she showed up on my doorstep in tears begging for me back, I wouldn't take her back at all. But I don't know, I'm not fully over the emotions I had. Like, is he really better than me? Am I that bad, since he is a ex-major fuckboy? And I've never been able to fully connect or even open in any relationship now. I'm in a new one and still feel like being faithful, but accidentally get almost too caught up in emotions and cheat on her. I flirted with my last GF while at work when fighting with my new GF. Like everything started as a normal conversation. Then next thing you know, it feels like I snapped. And it was 2 hours later, and I'm telling her I want to come over and have sex with her, since we had amazing sex. And after, I'm looking at this like WTF is this? Why did I do this? How could I? And my new GF eventually found out and freaked out. So I blocked my ex and don't speak to her. But I still feel like I'm missing something, or that it's not here, even though I basically moved into her house already. So I really don't know what to do with my emotions. 1 second I'm thinking about the nearest option to kill myself, how to break up with her, who I want to be dating. Why I love her, why I should never ever do that. Like I want to be faithful, then bam intrusive thought about flirting with someone, or having a small fantasy about a random girl just after having sex with my GF. I have no clue WTF to do and feel kinda stuck. It seems that this guy is really lost. What would you like to tell him? Let us know in the comments below please.
I hope you liked the video so far. Make sure to check my #1 secret for healthy weight loss by clicking the link in the description.
And now, story 2 from outrageous_pension74. She said, I am not feeling anything. Hello peeps. I need quick advice from you guys. I met this girl named Jennifer through a dating app. It was indeed a good match, and we decided to meet for a coffee. We had coffee and later on, while taking a walk, we kissed each other. It was a walk with full of talks. Later, we scheduled our second date, where we went to a party and drank a lot of whiskey. Later a while when we came out, Jennifer was totally into me and kissing me. We were making out in the cab. Later we reached her place where I went down on her and made her come, and vice versa. But I was somewhere not in the mood for sex and wanted to know someone more. So we didn't have sex. Coming forward to the third date yesterday, we went out. And while we came back to her place and were kissing, she stops in the middle and says, I am not feeling anything. She also said, that day whatever happened I'm in the drunk state, so it doesn't count, as she wasn't sober. Later to this line, we were cuddling again and talking about her insecurities. But her line seemed like a red flag to me. I mean, genuine desire is irreplaceable. What should I do? Should I stop? Logical Proposal 827 commented. That day whatever happened I'm the drunk state doesn't count as she wasn't sober. She said that, aloud, while sober. Do you really need to ask? You already know the answer. But, if not, let's review. You just met this girl, you orally pleasured each other. No coitus. Then she says I was drunk and hooked up with you. But don't take that as her really liking you, or feeling a certain way for you. Nope. There was liquor, she was horny, you were available. Doesn't quite seem to have the ingredients to lead to an epic romance for the ages. But if you're cool and not vested in her either, have some fun. It's clear she will, with you or without, just remember to put rain gear on your buddy. TNT Don commented. This is not cheating. I'm sure you shooting down sex was a turn off for her, so there that is. You can have a meaningful relationship while having sex. Everyone has different views and opinions on sex, and they are entitled to that. I take your post as you two are incompatible on your sexual views.
And if you want to receive a free sketch of your soulmate, click the link in the description now.
Story 3 from the Big Fap 69. New girlfriend lied and cheated on me. I started talking to this girl while I was out of the country for 3 weeks. In those 3 weeks, we talked every day, nearly all day. At the same time, she was in the process of moving out of her ex's place, who had broken up with her 1 month prior. Her sleeping in the same house as him made me worry. But I was blind from infatuation. So I ignored the very obvious red flags. I made her promise me not to do anything weird with him, even asking her not to share meals or talk together too much. When I came back from my trip, we met up, and we slept together twice in the span of 3 days. Meanwhile, her ex and her kept texting occasionally. On the 4th day, in the morning, he texted her about missing her and being horny, and she decided to go to his place to have sex. For context, I discovered this after, from her ex. That was the last sexual encounter they've had. A few days later, I confronted her about her relationship with her ex because I had doubts. I asked her if they'd had sex while we were talking, and she said no, not in recent times. Well, I found out the truth through her ex. I obviously got mad at her, because even though we weren't official yet, we made it clear we were exclusive. So she still cheated on me. After a few days, I decided to forgive her and try to move on. She seemed like she really regretted it, promising she'll change, and she even gave me access to her social media. We keep dating and sleeping together, and after 1 or 2 weeks we become official. I recently found out, thanks to her ex, that she also cheated on him, last summer, after 3 years of relationship. He discovered this the same day I did. She said that was in a period of tension in the relationship where she didn't feel loved and that the context was different. But with me, it won't happen because I'm different. And she's never felt like this about another guy before. I tried to break up with her, and at first she respected that. But then in a moment of weakness, she started crying, sobbing, and telling me that she really sees a future with me and this time it's different. She promises she'll never betray, cheat or lie to me again. So now we're back again. Unfortunately I got too emotionally attached and even for me, it's hard to leave. Now, I don't know what to do. She really seems changed and loving now. Before discovering about the cheating and before getting official, she didn't seem committed to the relationship. She never expressed her love for me. But that changed now, and it's clear she's serious about me. I even met her family, and she hasn't made any worrying moves so far. She keeps reassuring me that it won't happen again, that she's working on herself to be the best version she can be for me. My problem is, will my pain ever go away? What's the point of staying with a person that reminds you of her cheating on me? Will this resentment ever go away? What about my trust issues now? Am I being overly optimistic, delusional and naive by thinking she will never cheat on me again and that these negative feelings will go away with time? The man from Uncle 01 commented. Why are you so weak and pathetic? This ain't love, but a desperate guy who has no self-respect. If you can't respect yourself, how do you expect anyone to respect you? She's a manipulative woman who's playing like a fiddle. Every time she gets caught, she becomes emotionally manipulative. And you cave in immediately. She has seen for whom you truly are. There are larger issues at play. A person who stays after repeatedly getting cheated or grossly insecure, have social anxiety meeting new people, have an unhealthy attachment issues, needs constant reassurances, highly codependent and afraid to be alone. Most importantly, has negative self-worth. Break it off, and get in therapy. Rylus1 commented. She's putting on an act. She'll keep up the act until either she feels the relationship is secure or there's a ring on her finger. Then she'll be cheating again. When you start getting suspicious or start pulling away, she'll do the same act all over again just to reel you back in. Save yourself the unnecessary drama and trouble and just leave and never look back. Avi Done the Work commented. She has the potential to become a serial cheater. She cheated on him and on you with him. Who else has she cheated on or with? What has her past been like in relationships? How large is her body count? And her relationship with alcohol and drugs also need exploring. Who is she really? Cheating often passes through multiple partners. It does not look good for her at all. Please support our channel by subscribing now. I will give you a special shout out in the next video. Now, for more Reddit cheating stories, check out one of these videos.
Get paid to do simple jobs on social media. Click the link in the description now.